Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Motordrome Speedway. Tonight, the All-State Career Schools present the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series, 5 divisions strong, and at this time, we will begin our racing program with our opening ceremonies. We ask that each and every one of you please rise up from your seats, and gentlemen, remove your caps. If you are moving around the Speedway grounds, we ask that you pause with us momentarily for an invocation to be delivered tonight by our track photographer, Howie Bayless, and for the playing of our national anthem. At this time, we turn the microphone over to Howie Bayless.
Thank you. Dear Lord, as we gather here for a night of entertainment, we ask that you keep a safe eye on all the drivers, pit crews, officials. We know racing is a very dangerous sport. We're here for a night of entertainment, and please make sure everybody gets through the night safely. Also, please keep an eye on our troops out defending our country. Amen.
Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Blank, 18 Jeff Zellweger, 48 Mike Bacalon, 76 Tom Knight Sr., and the green flag is out. All-State Career School night at the races is underway, and side by side for the lead. In the first Napa Street Stock Heat Race, the 3 of Teddy Gabala and the 34 of Aaron Minjock. Into third, it's Tom Knight Sr. in 76. And the early race leader is Aaron Minjock. Minjock, many times a feature winner in the Charger division. Last year moved up to be a street stock rookie and showing the way in the quest for his first career feature victory. Teddy Gabala, the young driver from Coulter, Pennsylvania, a recent high school graduate in second position. And now challenging for first as they're nearly trading paint on the back straight for the lead in this heat race. And Gabala will be the new leader as they reach the scoring line to begin working lap number 3 of 8. These preliminary heat races will help to determine the starting lineup for tonight's feature events. And there are championship points on the line for heat race action. Gabala, the race leader in car number 3, then the 34 of Aaron Minjock, 76 Tom Knight, 94 Dustin Blank, 48 Mike Bacalon. Bacalon has been a feature winner this season and is the only driver in this heat race who has been to victory lane in 2009 with the Napa Street Stocks. Now a battle develops for third among the veterans, Dustin Blank from Valencia in 94 and 76 from Plum, Tom Knight. Teddy Gabala now opens up a huge lead over the rest of this field, and we're nearly 3 wide in the battle for 4th on the back straight. Make that 3rd, 4th, and 5th as they nearly touch, going 3 wide on the back straight. White flag signals final time around for the 3 of Gabala, but Mike Bacalon making some moves late in this event. He passes 2 cars in a single lap, and the 48 machine is up to 3rd, challenging for 2nd. Will we go 3 wide for the 2nd straight lap on the back straight? Out of turn number 4 in car number 3. First heat race win of the season for Teddy Gabala of Coulter, Pennsylvania. Mike Bacalon will finish 2nd over Dustin Blank, Aaron Minjock, and Tom Knight Sr. But 15 is Jonathan Heilman from Bell Vernon, and 51 is Dave Manns as the green flag waves. The AK chassis teammates at the front of this field. The 0 of Colarusso, the current championship points leader, takes the lead from Tony Manganello. Manganello was a 2-time feature winner last season, and Colarusso has 6 big wins of 09. Jonathan Heilman in car 15 advances into the 3rd position. He is a feature winner this season as well. Then it's the 74 of Holder, 3rd in the championship point standings is he, and the 35 of Ashton. Colarusso up front. From the very beginning of 09, Colarusso has been the man to beat in spite of not having a Motordrome Speedway start in over 5 seasons until 2009. Tony Manganello is 2nd, Jonathan Heilman 3rd. Jason Holder is in 4th spot, but veteran Bill Ashton is closing quickly in car 35, headed into turn 3. We're working lap number 3 of 8. And a challenge develops for 4th spot. Ashton in the 35, who was off racing in the Frank Kimmel Street Stock Series in recent weeks, trying to take away the 4th position from Jason Holder in 74. Dink Colarusso with a big lead at the midpoint of the event over his teammate Tony Manganello. Jonathan Heilman in 3rd, Jason Holder, then Bill Ashton. Only the 2nd start of the season for the 51 of Dave Manns, the Frankie Day Oldies Show Stoystown Auto Wrecking entry. Getting the feel of this racetrack for the 2nd time all season. Up front, Dink Colarusso in car 0 sees the signal for 2 laps to go. To complement his 6 feature wins this season, Colarusso is also the leading heat race winner, with 8 checkered flags in preliminary competition, headed for 9 it would appear. As at the scoring line, the white flag will be displayed, signaling final lap around. With the AK chassis teammates up front, feature winner Jonathan Heilman is 3rd all by himself. Manganello closes the gap just a bit on the leader in turn 4, but taking the checkered flag for the 9th time this season, Dink Colarusso will win it over Tony Manganello, Jonathan Heilman, Jason Holder, and Bill Ashton. And last year's Charger champion in car 93 is Mike Lemley, the modified rookie. Green flag is out for 8 laps. Wyotech Modified Heat Race number 1 with Lonnie Hoffman leading Gary Scott at the drop of the green flag. Side by side for 3rd, George Nicola to the outside of Billy Rebar. Race leader Lonnie Hoffman, a former street stock competitor who moved up a couple of seasons ago and got his first career Motordrome Speedway win earlier this season. Many-time winner Gary Scott has yet to take a checkered flag in 09, and he's on the apron of the Speedway, losing 2nd position. Gary Scott dropped off of the pavement in turns 3 and 4, and his potent number 16 car seems to be very ill-handling as he surrendered the 2nd spot to George Nicola and loses the 3rd position to sophomore Billy Rebar in car 18. And we've got us a caution flag. And we saw Gary Scott, while riding in the second position in car 16, get onto the apron of the speedway. He's kicked up some moisture onto the inside lane of turns 3 and 4, so we're going to wave the caution flag and freeze the field on lap 2 of 8 in this first Wyotech Modified Heat Race. To go, Wyotech Modified Heat Race number 1, back up to full speed with Lonnie Hoffman leading George Nicola, Billy Rebar, Gary Scott, and Brian Shipp. Top 2 drivers pulling away from 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Nicola in the 97 rides second to the 96 of Hoffman and appears to be closing in from the slight advantage that Hoffman gained on that restart. 5 laps remaining in this contest. George Nicola so far this season with 2 heat race victories. Lonnie Hoffman, the race leader, with 1 heat race win to complement that first career feature win. And another caution flag as into the wall on the outside of the front straight. The 18 of Billy Rebar, sophomore driver who is still learning the ropes of open wheel modified competition. He was greatly improved in the early part of 2009 from his rookie season and loops the car to the outside concrete. Well, race fans present $2,000 right out of the All-State Career School as the green flag waves with 4 laps remaining. Lonnie Hoffman, the race leader over George Nicola. Now Gary Scott, the veteran, inherits 3rd. Brian Shipp racing with a cast on his arm as a result of a dirt bike accident into 4th over Mike Lemley, the modified rookie. Working lap 5 of 8, George Nicola in car 97. 3rd in the championship point standings. He has a 15-point advantage over Lonnie Hoffman, who rides in 4th in the championship standings, who is leading this event with 2 laps to go. Race leader Hoffman began his racing career in the dirt tracks, competing in street stock action at tracks like Lernerville Speedway, then switched to pavement street stocks, graduated to the Wyotech Modifieds, and became a feature winner in 2009. He sees the white flag signaling final lap around the Motordrome half mile. He has put some distance between himself and multiple feature winner George Nicola. Nicola, one of the leading modified winners each of the last 5 seasons, but yet to find victory lane in 2009. And coming out of turn number 4 for the 2nd time this season, Lonnie Hoffman will win the heat race for the Wyotech Modifieds over George Nicola, Gary Scott, Brian Shipp, and Mike Lemley. Feature winner from Glen Campbell, PA, in car number 3, Chris Brink. The 8 is veteran Marion Reno Jr., and the green flag waves. 8 laps for Wyotech Modified Heat Race number 2. And we're 3 wide. That's not a good idea coming out of turn number 2. As young Jimmy Nicola slips up a couple of grooves, allows Chris Brink and Marion Reno Jr. to shoot through 4 positions. Race leader Bobby Shipp in the 04. From Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, the driver of 04, Bobby Shipp, the elder of the racing Shipp brothers, 2nd in the championship point standings and 1st on the racetrack. The driver in 2nd spot is the current points leader, Adam Kostelnik from East McKeesport. In car 3, Chris Brink, the Glen Campbell Gambler. He got his first career modified victory just about 3 weeks ago. He is 3rd on the racetrack, always prefers the high line of the speedway where he is camped out right now in front of Marion Reno Jr. in car 8. Working lap 3 of 8, race leader Bobby Shipp, coming into tonight's action, trails Adam Kostelnik by 56 points in the championship standings. Of Shipp still in command of the event, but losing car lengths as his interval decreases with Adam Kostelnik in 2nd. So far this season, Adam Kostelnik in car number 60 has 7 feature victories. Leader Bobby Shipp has a pair of feature wins. Shipp also with 2 heat wins. laps to go, and Kostelnik is about a car length and a half from the rear bumper of the 04 of Bobby Ship. These two drivers have been at the front nearly every feature event all season. Top 3 drivers on the racetrack right now, all winners in 2009. 6 different drivers have been to victory lane in a Wyotech modified feature, and 2 of them will be slugging it out in the final 2 turns for the heat race win. Will Kostelnik make a move? It will be Bobby Ship winning his 3rd preliminary heat race of 2009 over Adam Kostelnik, Chris Brink, Marion Reno Jr., and coming home to a 5th place finish, young Jimmy Nicola in car 57. And points leader and 2-time champion Mark Catone in 31 from McKeesport takes the green flag. 10 laps for the NASCAR Subway Super Late Models. Gary Wiltrout of Somerset, the early race leader, a former track champion of both Motordrome and Jennerstown. In the Paul Agrudo Motorsports 95, and Steve Black nearly trading paint with the 98 of Neil Brown. Brown climbs into 2nd position after the 1 of Steve Black, and he traded decals briefly in turns 3 and 4. Wiltrout with 1 feature victory on the season, the race leader. Neil Brown in the 2nd position, the 5-time feature winner. In 3rd now Steve Black, and climbing into 4th spot in car 75, it's Barry Audi. Audi 3rd in the championship points chase. 96 of Mark Poole is 2nd in the title fight, and he's looking to make a pass on the 78 of Doug Bakayoko for the 5th position. Side by side for 3rd and for 5th, Barry Audi in 75 will take the spot away from Steve Black and climb into 3rd. Challenge for the lead now. Wiltrout on the outside, Neil Brown on the inside. A pair of Fords battle for the lead on lap 4 of 10. In the Subway Super Late Models, Neil Brown will take the position, and Barry Audi has made it a 3-car fight at the front of this field. The Jenners, Pennsylvania veteran, a champion of Clearfield and Jennerstown in his career, in car 75. Now climbing into 5th, points leader Mark Catone in car 31 from McKeesport, the 2-time champion. He moves around Black's Penn West Toyota lift number 1. Black gets up a groove too high on the back straight. The field will pass him by. On lap 6 of 10, a battle for 2nd developing. Barry Audi is 3rd. He's 3rd on the racetrack and 3rd in the point standings. Gary Wiltrout in 95, 2nd on the racetrack, 4th in the point standings. And the early race leader, who has lost about a 1/3 of a straightaway, to Neil Brown, as Brown is checking out on this field with 3 laps to go. In 4th, Mark Poole. Poole is a 3-time feature winner, and Catone in 31 with 1 victory this season. Heavy hitters running 2nd through 5th in this event. And the 2008 leading feature winner, 2009 leading feature winner, Neil Brown from Acme, PA. And car number 98 stretches out his lead over Gary Wiltrout, Barry Audi, Mark Poole, and Mark Catone as the white flag signals final time around. Audi now looking to the inside, trying to take 2nd spot away. He is out in front of Wiltrout by a nose on the back straight, but coming out of turn number 4. For his 6th heat race win of the season, Neil Brown takes the checkered flag over Barry Audi, Gary Wiltrout, Mark Poole, and Mark Catone. Gregory Kelly on the pole. Dan Lewis, a heat race winner this season, outside. Green flag waves. Oh, we're almost 3 wide as Russell makes contact with the 44 of Kelly, taking the early race lead. Dan Lewis in car 8, the former truck division winner. 3 wide on the front straight. Russell on the inside, Kelly in the middle, Todd Price up high. We make it through turn 1 and look at Price in car 15, charging to the outside of Gregory Kelly, who was one of 9 different feature winners in 2008. Working lap 2 of 10. New driver in 2nd position, the Stoystown Auto Wrecking 15 of Todd Price. In third, Gregory Kelly, the former Rookie of the Year. In the battle for fourth, it's Rick Miller and Nathan Russell door to door. Miller, the multiple-time Motordrome Speedway champion in car 21. Also a Clearfield Speedway champion, taking over fourth place from young Nathan Russell, now quickly challenging Kelly for third. 21 of Rick Miller, the man on the move. Gregory Kelly slides up high and allows Miller to have the third position. But out in front and putting some distance between himself and second running Todd Price, it's Dan Lewis of Monongahela in car number 8. Lewis, a heat race winner this season. He's been to victory lane in 2 different divisions at Motordrome, the trucks and the Chargers. And Nathan Russell was all kinds of crossed up that time in turn 4. Gathers up the 26 machine. Rick Miller, the man on the move in car 21. Quickly he reels in Todd Price and makes a pass for second spot. Miller was a feature winner last season and now closes in on the 8 of Dan Lewis, the heat race leader. Dan Lewis in car 8 from Monongahela, and Rick Miller from Dunbar in car 21 going door to door for the heat race win. Miller will officially become the leader, working lap number 7 of 10. The Dunbar Dominator, driving the Brooks Automotive Group. Bellevue Chassis Center 21 out in front of Dan Lewis, who got really loose coming out of turn 2. Lewis in the Liberty Stanton Racing number 8. Just in front of the 15 of Todd Price. 2 laps to go. Gregory Kelly hangs on to 4th, and young Nathan Russell. The Russell Stone Lesser Lumber Bellevue Chassis 26 car. Riding in the 5th position, looking to challenge former Rookie of the Year Kelly as the white flag signals final lap for the Subway NASCAR Super Late Models in heat race number 2. 3-time track champion in car number 21, headed for a first heat race win of 2009. The Dunbar Dominator, Rick Miller, takes the checkered flag over Dan Lewis, Todd Price, Nathan Russell, and Gregory Kelly. Zane Farrell, 68 Ed Neidhart, and 71 John Scott as the green flag waves. 6-lap contest for the Chargers. 8-cylinder rear-wheel drive street passenger cars with automatic transmissions competing on street tires, modified only for driver safety. And Ron Eifert III, a graduate of 4-cylinder racing in car 61, takes the lead from Kristen Ettling in car 8. Ettling has led several feature laps this season in the quest for her first career feature victory. In 3rd spot, opening night winner Denny Keller in car 13. And in 4th, the other teenager in Charger competition, Zane Farrell, who was an upset rookie feature winner just a few weeks ago in car 14. He tags the bumper of Denny Keller, not intimidated by the veteran. And on lap 2 of 6, Zane Farrell in car 14 is threatening to make the top 3 drivers all under 21 years of age here at Motordrome Speedway in the Charger division. And Farrell will complete the pass of veteran Keller. And it's Ed Neidhart in car 68, the Pittsburgh driver. Crossed flag signal to the field halfway, 3 down, 3 to go. Ron Eifert III, the race leader. Eifert was a feature winner in 4-cylinder action last season. He's a Charger rookie, and Kristen Ettling was a dirt track 4-cylinder racer before switching to the pavement. Zane Farrell in car 14, the upset teenage winner. And then it's Denny Keller and Ed Neidhart, a couple of veterans in 4th and 5th. Roger Bryan in car 12 has looked very strong, like a potential feature winner this season so far, but struggling tonight at the back of the pack. White flag will signal to Ron Eifert III. It is the final lap around. Kristen Ettling hangs on to 2nd. Ettling led several feature laps in recent weeks in the quest for her first feature win. Ron Eifert III also looking for a first career win in the Charger division. And coming through turns number 3 and 4 for the 3rd heat race win of the season. If he can hold off the hard-charging Kristen Ettling, Ron Eifert III will win it by a fender over Ettling, Zane Farrell, Ed Neidhart, and Denny Keller. Scoring from Glassport. But the early race leader in car 7 is Matt Gardner. McConnell gets shuffled back in car 48 as that machine was heavily damaged a couple of weeks ago. Ed Sheltman in the second spot, Jimmy Christoffel in third. Then here comes the Keller family, Tracy in 1, Victor in 11. Side by side for third, points leader and leading winner of the season in car 1, Tracy Keller. And the 04, a brand new machine for Jimmy Christoffel, who's taken more than a season and a half off from competition until last week. The 20 of Ed Sheltman, a rookie last year in the 4 cylinders, now a Charger rookie and a racing sophomore, holding down second position in front of Christoffel's brand new machine. Then Tracy Keller and Denny Keller, while Matt Gardner sets sail from the field. Three laps down, 3 to go. And the 1 of Tracy Keller looking to put a tire donut. The bright white paint of Christoffel, and he will. Christoffel goes around in the 04 and will need a caution. Gardner leading Pittsburgh's Ed Sheltman. Then recent first-time feature winner Victor Keller in the 11 as the green flag waves, 3 laps remaining. It's Gardner, Sheltman, Keller. With 2 laps remaining, the Nowak Painting, Bombardier Racing, Westside Lube and Tire number 7 of Matt Gardner, the Duke of Roughdale, leading this feature heat race event, I should say. He is a 3-time feature winner on the season. White flag signaling final lap. Great run for Ed Sheltman in car 20. This his first season of Charger competition. Then Victor Keller and Ed McConnell in the 48. That car was racing last week without most of the front end sheet metal. And coming out of turn number 4, looking for his 7th heat race win of the season in car number 7, Matt Gardner takes the checkered flag over Ed Sheltman, Ed McConnell, Victor Keller, and Jimmy Christoffel. Perez from Hagerstown, Maryland. 23, Eugene Zerfoss. 83, points leader Matt Sever. 5 is Larry Tex Dunmeyer, and 05 is Paul Koffler Jr. At the back of the field, there are 4 drivers who've been to victory lane this season. And in the middle of the pack, the 27 of Steve Long, also a feature winner. And one of those feature winners is off the pace. The 05 of Paul Koffler Jr. from West Leisenring, the many-time Farmington Speedway champion, got his first Motordrome win this season, and he is not up to speed. Battle for the lead in 71, it's Troy Knight. 31, Bill Schwartz, the youngster, challenging. In third spot, the 27 of Steve Long, last year's Jennerstown champion. They are wheel to wheel for the lead. Knight, the veteran, and Schwartz, the youngster, in 31. Side by side in the battle for third, points leader Matt Sever, the biggest winner in the division, and the 27 of Steve Long, the most recent winner in the division. We're going to go 3 wide on the back straight, the teenager in the middle, the points leader on the bottom. The 27 of Steve Long up high, and it will be Sever breaking through with second position behind race leader Troy Knight. Knight seeking his first Motordrome victory. Sever this season in car 83, the 5-time winner. Then it's Long, Schwartz, and side by side the 23 of Eugene, the hillbilly Zerfoss. And Andres Suarez, the Maryland driver in car 2. 5 of Larry Dunmeyer, also a feature winner this year. 6 laps the distance. We're working lap number 4, and there's contact. Dunmeyer gets together with the 23 of Zerfoss in turn 2. They get it straightened up, and then we've got a lead challenge. Action all over the speedway in the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. Troy Knight, the race leader, feeling the pressure of Matt Sever in 83 as the white flag waves. Knight maintains the point position on the final lap. He has one heat race win this season and goes door to door with the points leader. Steve Long all by himself in third, and coming for the checkered flag, who's it gonna be? At the line by inches, Troy Knight in car 71 with second heat race win over Matt Sever, Steve Long, Bill Schwartz, and the two of professional wrestler Andres Suarez completing the top 5 laps for the Coca-Cola Super Compact's final heat race of the night on All-State Career Schools. Night at the races. 14 of Kevin Keffer out to an early lead, another former Farmington Speedway competitor. 47 of Tringe is about to feel the pressure of Mary Catherine Shimko in 44. Mary Catherine, the teenager, was very close to a first career heat race win just a couple of weeks ago, and now she powers to the inside for second position. Side by side, the 48 of Paul Koffler Jr., the 47 of Mark Tringes. 14 of Keffer with a big lead over the 44 of Shimko. Working lap 2 of 6, Keffer's lead continues to grow. Shimko in second. Koffler the third in third spot. Crossed flags indicating the halfway point of this Coca-Cola Super Compact heat race. And this will bring to a close the preliminary action on All-State Career School night. All-State Career School can be reached at 1-800-TRAIN-18, and they are presenting tonight's racing action, which will head into the feature portion of our program momentarily. So we've got a challenge for second. Kevin Keffer with a huge lead in car 14, hoping to head to his first heat race victory of the season. Side by side, it's Koffler the third in 48, Mary Catherine Shimko in 44, and Koffler will take that spot away. White flag signals final lap around, side-by-side action for fourth. 47 of Tringes. And the 8 car of Cliff Tucker. Tucker, I believe, making only his third start in car number 8. And headed through turns 3 and 4 for his first heat race victory at the Motordrome Speedway. Kevin Keffer takes the checkered flag over Paul Koffler III, Mary Catherine Shimko, Cliff Tucker, and Mark Tringes Jr. From White Oak, 25 laps for the Napa Auto Parts Street Stock on All-State Career Schools night, and the green flag is out. Tom Knight Sr. grabs an early lead with 3 wide action all over the back straight. A dangerous way to enter turn number 3. We're still 3 wide, now we're 4 wide. Unbelievable action as Jonathan Heilman and Aaron Minjock are locked together, and both cars are into the outside wall. If I had told you, race fans, that 4 wide in turns 3 and 4 is a good idea, 24 laps remaining in the Napa Street Stocks feature event. Green flag is out. Tom Knight Sr., the race leader, over Dustin Blank in second. Jason Holder is third. Those 3 cars breaking away from Mike Bacalon and Bill Ashton. Dustin Blank in car 94 looking to challenge for the lead. Working lap number 2 of 25. And the eldest driver in the field is the race leader. Tom Knight Sr. is out in front. Dustin Blank in car 94 is second. Then Jason Holder, and look at Mike Bacalon making a big move through the field. He is now challenging for third with his car number 48. Bacalon currently in fourth is a former modified division champion in car 48, and he may be passing 2 cars in a single lap. He has already shoehorned his way to the inside of Jason Holder's 74, and now takes second from Dustin Blank in 94. And Mike Bacalon brings right up with him the number 50 of Tony Manganello. 2-time feature winner last season is up into 3rd spot. So Tom Knight Sr. continues to run away from the field by about 8 or 9 car lengths over Mike Bacalon and Tony Manganello. The Jason Holder-Dustin Blank battle rages on side by side. It was once the battle for 2nd, now it's the battle for 4th with 5 laps completed. Teddy Gabala in car 3 and points leader Dink Colarusso are now challenging for top 5 positions. Blank fades just a bit, losing a position, and maybe 2 before they reach the scoring line, but up front, the lead battle intensifies. For the first 5 laps of the event, it was all Tom Knight Sr. in car 76, and very quickly Mike Bacalon made up about 8 car lengths and is challenging for the lead. Bacalon, with 1 feature win this season, breaks through for the point position. Following him into 2nd, it's the 50 of Tony Manganello. Mike Bacalon, the race leader. Bacalon, the race leader, over Tony Manganello, Tom Knight, Jason Holder, and Teddy Gabala. Race leader from North Versailles, Pennsylvania. Veteran campaigner, winner in pure stocks, street stocks, modifieds, and the champion of the modified division. Mike Bacalon, your leader, took a few years off from competition, and after that hiatus, he returned to the Napa Street Stock division. He was the 2002 modified champ and now opens up a lead over Tony Manganello, who was a multiple feature winner last year. On lap 10 of 25, we got contact. Points leader Dink Colarusso gets into the 76 of Tom Knight. The 74 of Jason Holder will spin as a result. And we got a caution flag on lap 10 of 25. Green flag is back out. 15 laps to go. Challenge for 2nd. Jason Holder in car 74, taking over the runner-up position from Tony Manganello. Teddy Gabala in the 3, also closing on Manganello. There may be a problem on the 50 car. And in fact, there is. Manganello well off the pace after charging up through the field to run in the 2nd position on lap 11. Manganello has a serious problem. Mike Bacalon, the race leader, stretching out his advantage now over Jason Holder in car 74. 3 of Teddy Gabala is 3rd. Dink Colarusso advancing now, passing the 18 of Jeff Zellweger to climb into 4th position. Zellweger, the former legacy car competitor, still in the top 5 now with his number 18 machine. Crossed flags indicate halfway. Teddy Gabala in car 3 in 3rd spot has moved up to try and challenge the 74 of Jason Holder. Bacalon with a comfortable advantage in car 48. 74 of Holder in 2nd, but look at Gabala gaining quickly. The teenager and recent high school graduate in car 3, Teddy Gabala, closing in on racing veteran Jason Holder. working lap 16 of 25. And Holder maintains second position, but all the way back up to fourth. After the caution flag incident, it's the 0 of Dink Colarusso. Colarusso, the points leader. Now his teammate, Tony Manganello, is back out on the speedway after a pit stop. Working lap 18 of 25 in the Napa Auto Parts Street Stock feature here on All-State Career Night at Motordrome Speedway. Race leader is Mike Bacalon, second is Jason Holder, and look at the battle for third on the back straight. Dink Colarusso in the 0 has come from the back twice and advanced into a podium position around the 3 of Teddy Gabala. Now can Dink Colarusso advance into second position as his number 0 machine appears to be closing in on the 74 of Jason Holder in turn 2. Holder still has an advantage, and we got a caution flag. Caution flag for debris on the racetrack. Laps to go in the Napa Street Stock feature. Green flag is out. Mike Bacalon, the leader on the inside. Jason Holder in second on the outside. Now Dink Colarusso gets to restart from the third position as points leader. And after the caution flag incident, he has passed Gabala, he has passed Holder. And the leading winner of the season in car 0 is now right on the heels of race-long leader Mike Bacalon with just 3 laps to go. Teddy Gabala is a close third. Jason Holder is fourth. Jeff Zellweger with an excellent top 5 run tonight in car 18. But does Dink Colarusso have enough after coming from the back of the field 2 times to challenge Mike Bacalon for the win? 2 laps to go, the signal given. Youngest driver in the field in car 3, Teddy Gabala, has 2 of the long-tooth veterans up in front of him, and he is challenging Colarusso to the inside. New life found by the youngster in car 3 as Bacalon continues to lead with the white flag in the air. We got a crash in turn 4. Jeff Zellweger goes around in car 18. Green flag is back out, 2 laps to go. Look at Dink Colarusso challenging for the win as points leader with Mike Bacalon to his inside. 2 KG veterans door to door and making contact in turn 4 at the wave of the white flag. Bacalon comes out of turn number 2 with the lead, and Teddy Gabala is looking to take second. It's a 3-car fight to the finish in the Napa Street Stock's final corner. Bacalon up front, Gabala makes contact with Colarusso. Checkered flag is out. Mike Bacalon will win his second feature of the season over Dink Colarusso, Teddy Gabala, Jason Holder, and Tom Knight Sr. Over here, got a Subway gift certificate for you, of course. Hey, tell these race fans what you did in the few years that you weren't here at the Motordrome Speedway.
Well, I always worked on race cars and helped people and built cars, and I never quit. Just like you said, I took some time off, and it's always to help somebody else or something. I've always been here.
Now, you had an excellent race going for yourself. Nobody in the rearview mirror till that last caution flag. What's going through your mind with the points leader starting to the outside of you with 2 laps to go?
I know I had the preferred position, so I just want him to stay out there, that's all. I mean, I figured if I just was able to keep him out there on the first lap, I'd be able to keep him out there the rest of the race. So, I mean, like you said, unfortunately, it was a caution at the end there, you know. But, hey, it was more exciting for Yins, and that's what it's all about is the fans.
And a chance to thank your sponsors and crew.
Yeah, I really got to thank Bill and Terry Schwartz. They own the car at States Tire, and If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be here racing. And their family, Billy in the 31 car, and Pizza and Gyro Express, Howie Bayless Photos. I mean, everybody that pitches in just a little bit here and there, it surely does help out. If not, we wouldn't even be here tonight. We were scratching for tire money tonight just to help us out a little bit. So that's what we need, really, is a good sponsor to help us out. But we'll take what we can get, and we got lucky tonight. And it seems like the last couple of weeks I've been a lot of controversy around here and stuff. Glad to win this one. I didn't touch nobody.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, a former modified champion in victory lane again with the Napa Street Stocks, Mike Bacalon. The 8 is veteran Marion Reno Jr., 40 is Brian Ship, 60 Adam Kostelnik. Green flag is out, and the YO Tech 25 lap modified feature is underway with Gary Scott to the point position early. Breaking through for second, George Nicola in 97. Side by side, it's Bobby Ship and Lonnie Hoffman, a pair of feature winners, duking it out for third. Side by side for top 5 positions, the 60 of Adam Kostelnik from East McKeesport, the 5-time champion. And the 96 of Lonnie Hoffman, Chris Brink falling back to 6th. Then it's Brian Ship, Marion Reno, Billy Rebar. 57 of Jimmy Nicola and 93 Mike Lemley. Gary Scott in 16 didn't come off of turn number 2 as lightning quick as before. The field stacked up just a bit, and we got a spin in turn 2. Jimmy Nicola in car 57 goes around. Bobby Ship from Elizabeth is third. Adam Kostelnik is fourth. Green flag is out. Bobby Ship in the 0-4 looks to the outside of George Nicola. And Gary Scott is very fast throughout most of the racetrack except the exit of turn 2, and that's where the cars are stacking up behind the leader. Wheel to wheel, it's Ship and Nicola fighting for second, just in front of Adam Kostelnik, the 5-time winner in the 60. 3 wide for the lead in open wheel race cars, and taking advantage of Scott's problems exiting turn 2, both George Nicola and Bobby Ship. Now Adam Kostelnik breaks through for third. Chris Brink coming into 4th position underneath Gary Scott. And on lap 4 of 25, the new race leader officially by a bumper is the 97 of George Nicola, but firmly planted to his outside is the 0-4 of 2-time winner Bobby Ship from Elizabeth. Still wheel to wheel for a full half mile around the Motordrome pavement. Nicola inside wiggles the car just a bit. Falling back to second, Bobby Ship now has a lead of a full car length, and Nicola spins to the apron. The 97 car goes around to bring out a caution flag. Fifth is Brian Ship with a broken arm, a feature winner earlier this year, and the green flag is out. Single file restarts until halfway through feature events at Motordrome. And the 2 leading winners of 2009 are 1 and 2 on the racetrack. Every car in the top 5 has been to victory lane so far in 2009. It's Bobby Ship leading Adam Kostelnik, Chris Brink, Lonnie Hoffman, and Brian Ship with a cast on his arm as a result of a dirt bike accident hanging onto a top 5 spot. So many times this season, big brother Bobby Ship and Adam Kostelnik have been wheel to wheel for feature victories. And early on in this feature event, those 2 drivers have broken away by several car lengths from the 3rd place car of Chris Brink. Problems in turn 1 and 2 are cleared up, and that allows this lead battle to rage on as Adam Kostelnik is challenging Bobby Ship. Chris Brink in car 3 is gaining on the leaders, working lap number 9. Ship holds on to the point position over Kostelnik. Brink just a few car lengths back. lap 10 of 25. Bumper to bumper to bumper are the top three. Points leader Adam Kostelnik, and second in the championship chase, leader Bobby Shipp. This could be an exciting feature all the way through, and almost guarantees us an exciting finish with these three winners at the front of the field. Working lap 12, Chris Brink dirt tracked the car just a little out of turn 2 and lost the car length. Adam Kostelnik is painting Bobby Shipp's rear bumper orange as the Viglione racing machine. Each lap losing a car length on the front straight and making it back up out of turn 2. Shipp with a 2 car length advantage this time. Lap 14 in the lead interval, less than a car length. Bobby Shipp with 2 wins, including the biggest modified event of the season in car 04. Chris Brink, whose first career victory this season came just a few weeks ago, and Brink is able to make up the ground he lost from that miscue. And look at Kostelnik. You couldn't fit a sheet of paper between his front bumper and the rear of the Bobby Shipp 04 car. Single file, bumper to bumper to bumper are the leaders, and in just a lap or so, they will encounter the slower moving number 57 of Jimmy Nicola. We're working lap 17 of 25. And now out of turn number 2, the 57 of Nicola looms on the back straight, and into turn 3 go the leaders. Nicola holds the inside lane, then drifts up on the front straight, and Bobby Shipp crosses lanes. They're 3 wide into turn 1. Bobby Shipp made a sudden decision to go low, and now we're still 3 wide. Jimmy Nicola trying to get out of the way of the leaders, and he has had an impact on this lead battle. Thrilling action in the Wyotech Modifieds. Lap 19, and Bobby Shipp's lead is now the biggest it has been all event long. Look at Chris Brink in car 3, storming to his preferred outside lane to challenge points leader Adam Kostelnik in the Viglione number 60. With 4 laps to go, Kostelnik has made up the lead that was built up by Bobby Shipp when they encountered the Jimmy Nicola lapped car, and we're right back to where we were about 5 laps ago, bumper to bumper to bumper, the top 3 for the lead in the Wyotech Modifieds. Chris Brink moves to the outside in car 3. He goes wheel to wheel with 5-time champion Kostelnik. It's Brink and Kostelnik battling for second spot, and that allows the 04 of Bobby Shipp to open up a bigger lead, but here comes more lap traffic with 2 to go. Chris Brink has cleared Adam Kostelnik and has reeled in leadership. They move to the outside of the 93 car driven by Mike Lemley, the defending Charger champion. The 18 of Billy Rebar is the next car to go a lap down. White flag in heavy lap traffic, leaders still bumper to bumper to bumper. Final turn, contact is made. As Chris Brink got into the rear bumper of Bobby Shipp, Adam Kostelnik got into the rear bumper of Chris Brink, and we have a caution flag on the final lap. Lap 24 restart, green, white, checkered. Bobby Shipp gets a good restart on the inside of Kostelnik. Lonnie Hoffman in third, Marion Reno in fourth, George Nicola back up to fifth after his spin. And Kostelnik maintains the outside lane. White flag in the air, and Kostelnik up a lane, loses 2 car lengths to Ship. Final time around. Elizabeth, Pennsylvania's former Charger Division champion, Bobby Ship in the 04. Former street stock champion and 5-time modified champ, Adam Kostelnik right on his rear bumper through turns 3 and 4. They make contact. Kostelnik looks to the inside. Ship makes a bobble. At the line by a bumper, Bobby Ship gets the win over Adam Kostelnik. Lonnie Hoffman, Marion Reno Jr. Well, Bobby, the first 2 words that we need to talk about after that hard run, lapped traffic. Let's talk about those lapped cars while you were out in front for a good portion of this event.
Yeah, that seems to always be the case. I lead a lot of laps and I don't pull out the victory at the end. But yeah, coming up on the lap cars towards the end, I seen them coming and I didn't know exactly when I was going to catch them to go to the high side around them, and it was really hard to judge. And with Adam right on my tail, I was trying to be as careful as possible not to give him a line to get underneath me due to a lap car. But I think we ended up splitting one of them probably 3 wide coming down the front straightaway. So that was pretty eventful and interesting there coming down towards the end.
As a former Charger champion, when you had fenders on all 4 wheels, how does it feel going 3 wide as you did twice in these open wheel cars?
I wasn't really sure that we were 3 wide or not. I kind of assumed that we were. I thought I seen some sparks come out the back of the car from, making contact with somebody. But not having fenders is it's kind of scary because you could see how close that tire really is to the other car, and any little bump on the side of that tire, it can throw the front end off and it can ruin your night.
Well, tonight was not at all ruined. How about a chance to thank the sponsors and crew that put you here in victory lane for the 3rd time?
I got to thank the fans for coming out tonight. This was a pretty crappy night. It wasn't looking so good, this morning with all the rain and a few raindrops here at the beginning of the night. So thanks to all the fans for coming out and sticking with it and supporting us so we can come out here and do what we love to do. I need to thank my mom and dad, my aunt and uncle, my fiance, my brother, John, he's not here tonight. I need to thank KMP Performance, El Rama Tavern, and I think that's about all. My future in-laws are here. They support me every night, or every Friday, and I think my grandma's here tonight too. And so far, every time Grandma 1 or Grandma 2 has came, one of us boys has been in victory lane, so they need to keep coming more often.
Congratulations, a 3rd win of the season for Bobby Ship. It's for the NASCAR Subway Super Late Models. On All-State Career Schools night, the green flag is out. Side by side, young drivers at the front of the field. Nathan Russell in 26, Dan Lewis in 8. Still side by side for the lead. Doug Bakioki is in 3rd spot. In 4th, Todd Price. And we are door to door at the front of the field. Can we make it 2 full laps side by side for the lead early on in this feature event on All-State Career Schools night at Motordrome Speedway? Nathan Russell, the dirt track street stock driver, who last season became a NASCAR late model rookie. In nearly a dead heat with the aid of Dan Lewis. And Lewis, who's got a couple more years of late model competition under his belt, is just out in front by a car length now in turn 4. New race leader will be Monongahela, Pennsylvania's Dan Lewis. The Liberty Stanton Racing Team number 8. Lewis, a feature winner in the truck division here, a feature winner in the Charger division here. Wrestling the lead away from young Nathan Russell, and Doug Bakioki is 3rd, then Todd Price in 4th, and Gary Wiltrout in 5th. Nathan Russell battles back on the inside. After Dan Lewis had a lead of about a car length and a half, we're working lap 6, and the youngster has made his way back to the inside lane and on the back straight. Will pull even with Lewis and into turn 3, ekes out ahead by a bumper. Doug Bakayoko is very close to this lead battle now in third. And Russell takes the lead right back. Third place, Doug Bakayoko looking to the inside of Dan Lewis in the 8. Side by side for fourth, it's Gary Wiltrout, the Subway Eat Fresh Challenge driver, and the Stoystown Auto Wrecking 15 of Todd Price. And Lewis, who was once in the lead, now falls back to third as Bakayoko takes the Hemp Hill Racing entry into the runner-up position. Working lap 9 and side by side still for fourth, Gary Wiltrout, the former champion, and Todd Price in 15. Barry Audi in the 75 car, just behind that battle. And the battle for third is now 4 cars strong. Gary Wiltrout in 95, Dan Lewis in 8, Barry Audi in 75, and Todd Price in 15. Working lap 11, it's now Wiltrout up into third, and look at Barry Audi making a lane change in the middle of the back straight to dive below the former champion Wiltrout. Barry Audi was second in the championship point standings for several consecutive weeks, before an incident on lap 1 a couple of weeks ago dropped him back in the championship standings. Audi now up into third just by inches over Wiltrout. They are still door to door in turns 3 and 4. Rick Miller in car 21 about to crack the top 5, moving to the inside of Todd Price in car 15. Race leader, young Nathan Russell, the sophomore driver, recent high school graduate in Kerwinsville. The Russell Stone, Lezer Lumber, Bellevue Chassis, Chevrolet number 26 out in front. And we got a caution flag. Dan Lewis, the race leader early on, spins in turn 1 on lap 14. Green flag back out. Three wide for the lead on lap 14. Wiltrout made an inside bid while Doug Bakayoko in the 78 gets ready to lead his first feature laps at Motordrome. Nathan Russell pinned outside, dropping back. And John Komarinsky spins, as well as the 44 of Gregory Kelly, as the 26 of Nathan Russell was off the pace. Caution flag will wave for the 33 as race-long leader Nathan Russell had trouble coming up to speed and heads pit side. Komarinsky and Kelly, who both spun, were trying to avoid the drastically slowing machine of the early race leader Nathan Russell. Key and Gary Wiltrout lead him back to the green, 15 laps completed. And we got a big problem right at the front of this field. Cars are stacking up all over the front straight. Wiltrout pulls away from it, but Barry Audi, leader, Doug Bakayoko, Rick Miller heavily damaged. Mark Poole, second in the championship standings, is damaged. Leading Todd Price, Neil Brown, Bobby Henry, and Gregory Kelly. Green flag is out. Keep your eye on the 75 at the back of the field, Barry Audi, and the 96 of Mark Poole. Battle for second, Todd Price in 15, feeling the pressure of Neil Brown's 98, and Brown moves into the runner-up position. Race leader Mark Catone, the Auto Express Transportation Evanuic Racing Engines Ford, showing the way as points leader with 1 victory already this season. In second spot, 98 Neil Brown, and a battle for third is heated side by side. Former track champion Bobby Henry. The Stone & Company third level direct Megan Ford diving to the inside of the Stoystown Auto wrecking 15 of Todd Price and taking third spot away. Working lap number 18. And the division points leader in the NASCAR Subway Super Late Models, Mark Catone, is showing the way in front of the division's leading winner, Neil Brown, in car 98. Bobby Henry now all by himself has secured the third position and is pulling away from Todd Price. Brown looks to the inside of the leader in turn number 3, a fight for the point position. Dan Lewis heads pit side just in front of the leaders. And to begin working lap 20, the new leader is Neil Brown. Neil Brown takes the point position away from Mark Catone. Bobby Henry in the 11 is closing in on the lead duo here on lap 21. Todd Price hangs on to 4th, Gregory Kelly in 5th. If Bobby Henry in the 11 can catch Mark Catone, there will be 2 groups of fans on the edges of their seats, as last week the Henry fans and the Catone fans found a new hatred for one another as contact under green flag condition between Catone and Henry boiled over into contact under caution flag conditions. It's Neil Brown leading Catone, then Henry, a pair of former track champions. In line behind last year's winner of the Piney Lasky Memorial, Neil Brown. And now 3 cars fighting for the 4th position. Make it a 4-car battle as Barry Audi joins the fray in 75. It's the 15 of Todd Price, the 44 of Gregory Kelly, and the 95 of Gary Wiltrout. All locked together under a blanket fighting for the 4th, 5th, and 6th positions on lap 24. Todd Price has the inside lane with Gregory Kelly on the outside, and just behind them it's Gary Wiltrout on the inside, Barry Audi up top. Price in his own race car to fill in for the damaged Mann's family entry. His Stoystown Auto Wrecking sponsored Chevrolet losing a position to Gregory Kelly. It's the D&K Sales and Service Froggy 44 of Kelly, the Connellsville driver, a feature winner last year and former Rookie of the Year, advancing up to the 4th position. Now Barry Audi, who was involved in that front stretch crash, all the way back up to challenge for top 5 positions. Audi in 75 is back on the scoreboard in 5th. Or should I say, will be on the scoreboard when he moves around the 15 of Price. And that seems inevitable as Audi has passed every car on the racetrack now except for the top 4. Mark Poole in the 96 car takes a spot away from Gary Wiltrout. And both Audi and Poole, who were damaged in the crash, are marching back toward the front of the pack. Todd Price, though, holding strong in the 15 car, working lap 28. He has fended off the challenges of Barry Audi, and now Audi and Poole are side by side. Todd Price hangs in the top 5, behind Gregory Kelly, Bobby Henry, Mark Catone, and race leader Neil Brown. And Mark Poole of 84 Pennsylvania, the 3-time winner, finally muscles away around the way the 15 car of Todd Price, who now falls back into 5th position. It's now Mark Poole in 5th, Gregory Kelly in 4th, Bobby Henry in 3rd, Mark Catone in 2nd, and Neil Brown, who has built up about a 1/3 of a straightaway advantage. Neil Brown, now the owner and driver of the O'Shea Lumber. Hunter's Peterbilt, Davies Ford, number 98. .15 laps to go, and Neil Brown is out in front of the points leader. It's Brown, Catone, and Henry. Neil Brown from Acme, Pennsylvania has driven to victory here at Motordrome Speedway for 3 different race teams. And now as a team owner once again in the 98 car. And Mark Catone, the points leader, is into the outside wall hard. Something may have gone amiss on the 31. And a season-long streak of only top 5 finishes will come to an end tonight. Mark Catone in car number 31 belts the outside wall. Unbelievable. Mr. Consistency, the points leader, Mark Catone, with 1 feature victory in 2009, has not finished worse than 5th all season long. 12 laps remaining, and the green flag is back out. Double file restarts after halfway, and Bobby Henry hangs right with the race leader. 2007 NASCAR Super Late Model champion Bobby Henry to the outside of Neil Brown. Brown able to maintain the lead by 3 or 4 car lengths now, and up into 3rd, Todd Price in 15. Barry Oddie is 4th, and Gary Wiltrout fighting for 5th with the 44 of Gregory Kelly. Nose to tail in the battle for 3rd, Barry Oddie in 75. Trying to climb 1 more position as the only driver in the top 3 of the point standings left on the racetrack. Oddie looking to the inside of Todd Price's 15 machine. As Todd Price secures the 3rd position, Barry Oddie is now forced to battle with Gary Wiltrout for the 4th position. And Wiltrout steals that away from Oddie. Race leader is still Neil Brown, who has opened up a huge margin over Bobby Henry. Henry with over 115 career victories in 2nd spot. Neil Brown, the leading winner of the last 2 seasons here at Motordrome. Todd Price in the 15, holding off Wiltrout. Then it's Barry Oddie and Gregory Kelly, 4 cars battling for top 5 positions. With 3 laps to go, Neil Brown's lead is a half straightaway over Bobby Henry. But the best fight on the speedway is for third. Todd Price looking for a season's best in car 15. He will have to hold off Gary Wiltrout in the Stone & Company third level direct Megan Ford to do it. Price in the Stoystown Auto Wrecking Chevrolet number 15. With 2 laps to go, holds on by a car length to third. Then the battle for fifth is the 44 of Kelly holding off the 75 of Barry Oddie with the white flag waving. So far this season, Neil Brown has 5 heat race wins and 5 feature victories to lead all in the NASCAR Subway Super Late Models. Now in turns 3 and 4 to make it a half dozen on the season. Neil Brown from Acme, Pennsylvania takes another checkered flag. Bobby Henry will finish second after several weeks of struggling. Todd Price in 15, Gary Wiltrout in 95, and Gregory Kelly completing the top 5. Well, Neil, I think this feature win came down to one thing, and that was driver reflexes. Let's talk about that crash that changed the complexion of this event drastically. Part of me says that you didn't want those guys taken out for an easy feature win, that you would have rather battled those guys door to door.
Well, we made a change on the car the night before the feature, and tonight's win was luck. I don't think we were good enough to beat Rick Miller or Mark Poole. Car was really tight, but I guess that's racing. Sorry that it happened that way. I would have liked to race them, but we'll get a shot at it next week.
As long as you've been racing here at Motordrome Speedway, do you have the ability to predict something like that and put yourself in a position to avoid harm as this car comes across the line without a scratch?
No, a lot of that's luck. We're lucky. Way Stanley lines us up, that's a matter. That stuff's going to happen. I don't particularly care for the way we line the cars up here. You're going to tear stuff up, double foul restarts, tear a lot of good equipment up, but that's racing.
And speaking of good equipment, that's exactly what you have under you. How about a chance to thank the sponsors and crew?
I'd like to thank Jim Alborn for all his hard work on this race car. Without him, we wouldn't be here in Victory Lane. I'd like to thank R&M Trucking, O'Shea Lumber, Davies Ford, Hunter's Peterbilt. Most of all, I'd like to thank all the fans for coming out and supporting us. Bring a friend next week. We really need your support. Thank you.
A contender to win next week's Commonwealth Contracting 100. Ladies and gentlemen, Neil Brown. 15 laps for the Pro Auto Supply Service Chargers. Green flag is out. Multiple car contact at the front of the field, and that contact continues. We're 3 wide. The back of the field and the front of the field. Denny Keller, the race leader, then Ettling, Eifert, and Neidhart precariously going 3 wide through turn number 3. Denny Keller, the race leader on lap 1. Then Eifert looking for his first win in this division in the 61 car. Kristen Ettling in the 8, Zane Farrell in 14. Neidhart, the veteran, shuffled back just a bit now as the youngsters have moved around the 68 machine. Neidhart and his teammate Ed McConnell now bumper to bumper on the racing surface. Up front, Denny Keller in car 13 led the championship point standings early in the season with his opening night feature victory. And look at Eifert. Diving to the inside, the young Scottdale, Pennsylvania driver takes over the lead for the first time in Charger competition. It's Ron Eifert III stretching out to a big lead now over the 13 of Denny Keller. Zane Farrell, Kristen Ettling. Also, along with Eifert, the youngest drivers in competition. Denny Keller in 13, 1 win this season. Zane Farrell in 14 with a win this season. Neidhart in the 68 also has a feature victory in 2009. A 4-car fight for second position Keller, Etling, Farrell, and Neidhart. Let's not go 3 wide. That's a good idea. Zane Farrell backs out and lets Etling and Keller settle the second position battle for the moment. All of that heated fighting has allowed Ron Eifert III in car 61 to check out on this field with 6 laps completed in the quest for a first career victory. Zane Farrell looks to the inside of the 13 of Denny Keller, and they are flattening the sides of those race cars. Neidhart gets contact from his teammate, and Neidhart spins to the apron on the back straight. If he can keep it going, we may avoid a caution flag. He is stuck in the mud back there, and there's a caution flag. As the green flag waves, 7 laps completed. And Denny Keller used about 4 different lanes of the front straight to hang on to that car. And that allows the 14 of Farrell to move into second spot. Here comes Kristen Etling up to third. And all 3 of the youngest drivers in the Pro Auto Supply Service Chargers are at the front of the field. Drivers in second and third looking for career first feature wins. Sorry, drivers in first and third. Eifert in the 61 and Etling in the 8 have been close to winning. Zane Farrell in 14 does have a win in his rookie season out of the go-kart division. Five laps remaining, and Ron Eifert III from Scottsdale is the race leader. A feature winner in Young Guns competition, a feature winner in American Flyers competition, now a Charger rookie. Zane Farrell in second, then Kristen Etling, then Denny Keller. And look at Matt Gardner on the move. He's now around the outside of the 48 of Ed McConnell. Kristen Etling dirt tracks the car out of turn 4, trying to challenge for second. And on lap 12 of 15, Matt Gardner in the 7 has pulled up to the rear bumper of the 13 of Denny Keller. And on the back straight, Gardner looks to the inside, headed into turn 3. 2 laps to go, the signal given to Ron Eifert. And in turn 2, a spin. Last week's winner, Matt Gardner, goes around. Caution flag will wave with just over 1 lap to go, and we'll knock it back to lap 13. Joining us at the Motordrome Speedway as we have 2 laps left in tonight's Pro Auto Supply Service Charger feature event, and we could be seeing a first-time winner in victory lane. Ron Eifert III powers away from Zane Farrell on the restart. Side by side, it's the 13 of Denny Keller and the 48 of Ed McConnell in the battle for 4th. McConnell having a terrific run after repairing that 48 car. White flag is waving. The young driver from Scottsdale, Pennsylvania. He's won twice at the Motordrome Speedway. Never in the Charger division as he's a rookie this season. McConnell spins on the back straight. And we need a caution flag. Caution flag, and we'll need 1 more restart. Green flag back out. This gives Zane Farrell another chance at snagging career victory number 2. Eifert dirt tracks the car into turn number 1. And in spite of throwing the car loose on the restart, Eifert still maintains a 2-car length advantage. White flag in the air, Ron Eifert III, headed for his final tour of the half mile before a career first victory in the Pro Auto Supply Service Chargers. After a win in the 4-cylinder Young Guns, after a win in the 4-cylinder American Flyers last season, the division rookie, the youngster, in car number 61, Ron Eifert III is a winner in the Chargers over Zane Farrell, Kristen Ettling, Denny Keller, and Ed Neidhart. Well, Ron, you've been to victory lane at Motordrome before, but not in a Charger car, not in an 8-cylinder rear-wheel drive race car. First of all, tell us how old you are.
I'm not 20.
You're 20. I've been calling you a teenager all this time. How about that? I was off. Hey, you've won in the Young Guns. You've won in the American Flyers. Did you really think as a rookie you would have what it takes to be here in victory lane in this tough Charger class?
No, I mean, I just plan on going out the first year, just getting used to the car and running some laps, and it feels great.
Have you been learning all the way along, or has it been adjustments to the car? Because you started out this season, yeah, you were participating. Then a few weeks in, you were competing. Then you were contending, and now you're winning. Has the improvement been you or the car?
A little of both. I mean, I was a lot gun shy first. I didn't want to scratch the car. But, I mean, we learned. I mean, even the first few weeks, I was blowing oil out. I had the wrong valve covers on, and we learned. So.
Done a great job learning to this point. How about a chance to thank the sponsors and crew?
Westmore Insurance, Napa, Eifert's Garage, my dad's shop, Burkhart's Auto Body, Frank Caper, B&R Transport, just everyone. Thanks a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, his first win in the Pro Auto Supply Service Chargers, Ron Eifert III. It was all 6 of them looking for a career first win as Kevin Keffer and Bill Schwartz lead them to the green. And after going 4 wide on the front straight, Bill Schwartz opens up a big lead over the 14 of front row starter Keffer and the 2 of Andres Suarez. 23 of Zerfoss climbing into third. Schwartz, the early race leader. And look at the 2 of Andres Suarez. Storming into the lead. Schwartz has a problem. That car has slowed dramatically. And Zerfoss and Sever and just about the entire field are storming past the young man from McKeesport. Andres Suarez in car 2, now the race leader, looking for his first Motordrome victory. Zerfoss in the 23 and the 83 of Sever, right there with the 27 of Steve Long. Long, Sever, and the 5 of Dunmeyer have won this season. Zerfoss has won many times at Jennerstown in 23, but never here at Motordrome. 71 of Knight looking for his first Motordrome win, and leader Suarez looking for his first ever win. Matt Sever in car 83 into the second position after starting deep in the field. 4 laps completed of 15. Suarez, the race leader, a professional wrestler by trade, a racer by hobby, coming to us all the way from Maryland. New leader will be Matt Sever in the 83 car. Keep your eye on the 23 and the 5. Hey, keep your eye on the 27 too. We were almost 3 wide, but Zerfoss in 23 and Dunmeyer in 5. No love lost between those 2 competitors as Suarez is back to second to hold off Dunmeyer. Dunmeyer in car 5 has won 3 features this season, a transplanted Texan now living in Pennsylvania. 27 of Long on the outside of Zerfoss. Long has been racing in the street stock division this season on occasion as a rookie. Longtime four-cylinder competitor and last year's champion at Jennerstown is the driver of car 27. Matt Sever opens up a huge lead on the back straight. Crossed flag signal halfway. Battle for second. Suarez in the 2, Dunmeyer in the 5. Dunmeyer climbed up from deep in the field, but Suarez is defending the second position admirably. Now Long falling back just a bit as Zerfoss has passed him, and the 71 of Troy Knight has gotten by. Now Long battles back on the outside. That is for 5th position, and Suarez makes a miscue in turn 4, opens the door for the 5 of Dunmeyer. And all this action with 5 laps to go is occurring about a third of a straightaway behind the 83 of Matt Sever, the young West Newton driver. Last season, Sever was a winner at Jennerstown, and this season competing very near to his home as the points leader at Motordrome Speedway. Lap traffic plays a part in the top 5 battle as they go 3 wide entering the back straight. Long and Knight still side by side. Three laps to go. It's Sever, Dunmeyer, Suarez in the top 3. Then the Hillbilly Zerfoss in 23 and Long in 27, who got his first Motordrome win last week. Got a caution flag on the speedway. 46 of Sean Rich on the back straight, trying to come off of the speedway and could not find an opening to the pits. Sean. And with 3 laps to go, the green flag is back out. Matt Sever leading Larry Dunmeyer, Andre Suarez, Eugene Zerfoss, and Steve Long. Matt Sever in car 83, the Martinelli's Auto Service. Chevy Cavalier takes the white flag. The Auto Ranch Dodge Neon number 5 of Larry Dunmeyer in second. And out of turns number 3 and 4. Dominant feature winner of the season, collecting his 6th win of the season. It's Matt Sever over Larry Dunmeyer, Eugene Zerfoss, Steve Long, and Andre Suarez. Well, Matt, we've talked to you so many times in Victory Lane. I think we know most of the things about you. Let's see, do you have a dog?
Yep.
What's his name?
Rocky. His name's Rocky, but I don't know, I haven't been here for a while, so let's talk about that. What a race tonight. What a car. You know, we unloaded fast. I was pretty happy about it, and then you know, we tweaked on it a little bit over the race and over the course of the night, and it just got better and better. And then for some reason in that feature, I don't know what it was, track, car, or what, but it was hooking. And it was digging down the straightaways and through the turns. And I got to thank everyone who helps us. EESI, Lux Brothers, I know they were all here tonight. I know they probably had a fun time. And Mr. Martinelli, obviously, again, Mr. and Mrs. Martinelli, nothing to say except thank you.
Now, when you talk about tweaking this race car, not many modifications from a street car on these things. What are the kind of things you do through the week to maintain and adjust this car?
You can just play with air pressures, and I'm trying to do stuff like that. You know, I mean, I don't know, stuff like that. Just air pressure and messing with it. You know, the more you know the car, the better off you are, and you kind of know what you can do with it to make it better. And I think we knew what to do tonight because it was fast.
A very fast win for points leader from West Newton, Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sever.